Single parents, what's your why? What's that thing that drives you to show up every single day, every morning and every night when the going gets tough? It's easy to walk away. As we can see, we've all experienced, if we're single parents, we've experienced to some degree that it's easy to walk away when the other parent has done it. So what's your why? What keeps you around? What is it that pushes you to show up even when you have nothing left within you, or at least you think you don't? What drives you to keep showing up when you've only had 1 hour of sleep and you have to wake up and go to school, go to work that next day? Your child isn't cooperating. Your child may not be feeling well. Money issues, stress, other things that may cause stress are heavily weighing on you. But you still have something. You have that why that keeps you from giving up. Of course, you may want to give up. There may be times where the thought definitely crosses your mind. At some point of being a single parent, the thought may cross your mind of, man, it would be so easy to just walk away right now, just to get a break, just to have a moment to myself, to have a moment of peace, to just do for me, to look out for me. So figure out what your why is. The why, once you figure it out, it's that thing that you'll be able to use as your motivation for when times get hard, when things get harder than what you could have ever imagined. Your why will be that thing that keeps you from walking away, from not taking care of the responsibility of being a parent to that child. Your why will be like pulling from a reserve tank of where you thought you were already empty, where it may have felt as though you were already running on fumes. But then you dig deep and you remember your why. Your why will then be that reserve tank that gives you everything that you need to keep pushing, to just push through. Push through all the pain, push through all the complaints, push through the noise, push through the heartache, push through the lack that you may be experiencing in your household, the lack that you may be experiencing within yourself and within your personal life. But that reserve tank will come in handy. It always knows when to kick in, but you have to make sure that you feel it, and you feel it by realizing your why. Your why will also keep you going, even if you've been someone who's been diagnosed with, say, for an example, the depression. Yeah, depression has kept so many people, so many parents stuck, so many parents hating life, so many parents almost like hating their own kids. Depression is a beast. But for those of you who may have been diagnosed with depression or even just feel symptoms of it, you still wake up every single day and do what you have to do. You pull yourself up. You push through because of your why. Even if you haven't openly or even if you haven't actually written down or figured out or understand or even just thought of what your why is. But it's there. And so if you take some time to just go through the process of thinking, figuring out exactly what your why is it important for you to be in this child's life, to stay and not walk away? Because it's so easy to do. The other parent may have done it, but why not you? What is it about you? You're so much stronger than what you may think at times. You've got this. You can handle it. What about in those situations? Let's just say if you are dating someone, maybe not that child's the other parent, maybe not the other parent, but what about when you're dating someone and that current relationship just sucks all of your energy? You know, if there's arguing, bickering, fussing going on, that relationship can just take everything from you. But you still have to show up for your child. You still have to be there for your child. You still have to be there and perform your parental responsibilities. And so when you've been drained like that, especially when in a current relationship that's just taking everything out of you, what's your why? What is it that you're digging deep in order to keep pushing through? In order to still say, it's hard, but I've got to do what I got to do. Or what about if in the co-parenting situation, let's just say if that the other parent is just not easy to work with. If every conversation with the other parent is always difficult, it's always like climbing freaking Mount Everest. And what do you do when that co-parenting situation is just unnecessarily difficult? But you still dig deep. You have your why that you're pulling from that keeps you still fighting through all of the noise, through all of the clutter, through all of the nonsense to do what you have to do and co-parent for that child. As difficult as it is, with communicating with that other person, the other parent, you have a why behind why you still, even if it feels like just putting up with the nonsense. Your why, whatever it is keeping you from quitting. And so it's worth you going through the process to figure out what it is, to figure out exactly what that drive is, what that passion is, what's the desire, what's the outcome that you're looking for. What is it? It could be something that you don't want your child to experience because you experienced it as a child yourself. So the why could be rooted in that. Just as an example. So for as long as you have breath in your body, your why will continue to make way for you to show up, to make room for you to be a parent through all of the noise, through all of the issues that life will throw at you. For as long as you have breath in your body, your why will make room for you to show up. So I challenge you, for everyone who has not figured out their why, go through the process. Get pen and paper. Pull out your cell phones, your smartphones. Pull out your note-taking app, whatever you prefer. And write down everything, every reason, every passion, every desire as a parent to help you determine and identify your why. That is going to just give you it's another tool that you can use. Once you figure it out, you'll always have that tool, that thing, that answer to look back on, to remind yourself of daily as to why it's worth it, why everything that you're going through is worth it and will be worth it. What's your why? So I want to thank you guys for listening into this particular episode. This is the I Give Life to Life podcast with Coach Nrgy, the single parent's life coach. Thank you so much for following and subscribing to this channel on your favorite platform. Thank you for sharing this channel with your friends, your family, your coworkers, neighbors, anyone who can benefit from the content that's shared on this channel. If you are a single parent, or if you're someone who can add to this channel and add to the audience, and if you would like to be a guest speaker, if you would like to be a guest on this show, contact me. You can go to my website, coachnrgy.com. I will spell that for you. That is Coach, Nrgy.com. And contact me by scheduling an appointment to get on my calendar, and we will discuss your preferred topic, and we'll make a show to where you are able to be a guest on. Because everyone out here can learn something from you, regardless. There's always a piece of information, there's always a nugget that someone can get from the information that you share, the knowledge that you have, the experience that you have. So don't forget, give me that 5-star rating. And I thank you guys so much for just continuing to stay tuned, stay up to date, and I will talk to you soon. See you next week. Don't forget, keep smiling.